The competition will be judged by three big names: New Zealand cricket legend and ICC Hall of Fame member Sir Richard Hadley.
Well, I've had to give the chefs a bit of a tip actually, because my eating habits are very, very basic to say the least. I like my chickens, I like my steaks, fish and chips, I like those sorts of things, and I like my meat well cooked. So anything that's a little underdone or rare, they could get a good fat zero or a duck.
New Zealand Indian High Commissioner Ravi Thapa.
I'm here in two capacities. One is as the High Commissioner of India, and the other is as the patron of the New Zealand-India Friendship Association. The idea of the Friendship Association is to be like a principal conduit between the two countries. Connect, talent and excellence, icons on both sides.
And former New Zealand Chef of the Year, Tony Smith.
What is wonderful in India is the spice and the freshness of spice. So what we're hoping today is the room very quickly starts, being heavily scented with those spices, but with the beauty of our fantastic product.
So here's the rules of the game. The chefs have been given a selection of the best quality New Zealand produce. They will have 20 minutes to work out their game plan. They will then lay everything on the line to produce the best Indian-New Zealand fusion, creating an entree, main and dessert using only the ingredients in front of them. The judges will then rally their taste buds and tally their scores to see who's hit this competition for 6.
For me, it's an exciting experience to have absorbed the cultures, the food through the travels. An inspiration which I've taken from this one of the Maori villages we were taken to, what they call hangi.
Okay, they slow cook, I believe.
They steam it, they dig a pit, use the moisture down here. And if you see, I've got this lovely kumara here. So I'm going to steam this kumara.
Hi Salil, how are things going?
Hello, sir.
Going
Yeah,
good?
going very well.
And what's on the menu?
I'm going to coat this with the lamb chops, with this beautiful Parmesan cheese, and some olive oil. Going to grill it first, then give a coating, and then flash it in the oven.
Smells good, DJ. What's happening here?
Kare danu, as one would say, New Zealand lamb rack I'm cooking.
Yes.
Marinated with 7 spices, you see. You see, Indian cuisine is very popular, but this is in now, taking the Indian cuisine to the next level.
So it's a lovely, harmonious blend between the New Zealand produce and the Indian technique and certain flavors.
Okay, 40 minutes to go. We're on to it. It's like having 6 balls left and 15 runs to get. There's some pressure there.
And certainly smells delicious, I think.
The time's been well used.
Well, I'm almost done with my first course. I've got salmon with almond crusted, then there's some blue cod, and there's some chili cooked green lip mussel, straight from the bay over there.
Indian Ahmedabad appetizer. We have salmon, we have red snapper, mussels, napped with the makhni gravy, flavored with the fenugreek leaf.
It's this beautiful king salmon. And you know what? It wouldn't be right for me to cook it. My take on this is I'm going to make it like a ceviche or like a sashimi.
10 minutes to go. Final preparations, please.
Right, gentlemen, good afternoon.
Gentlemen,
Gentlemen,
The avocado sauce is kind of making it all blossom, isn't it?
I'm almost there with my mains, and now I'm plating it. Done.
loving the experience. I think it's really good. I've got my lamb shanks ready to go for the mains.
Okay guys, we're ready to go. We're looking forward to tasting the mains.
it's going great. I should be ready. I'm just doing the plating. Lamb is in the oven.
Right, gentlemen, my main course, pure South lamb chops, which are cooked with a little bit of Indian touch, with coriander, and a kumara chokha, that's what we call.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah, very nice.
I like it.
Let's taste it.
The quality of the meat, it's just outstanding. You talk about pavlova, that's like eating pavlova dressed as lamb, isn't it? It's so tender, so tender.
Well, gentlemen, this is totally a soul food. I'm a big fan of slow cooking, if you like. And my favorite cuts are the pure South's lamb shanks, if you wish. So what I've done here is I've kind of slowly braised it after it was seared, obviously. And the flavors that you should get here are a bit of green cardamom, mace, and yogurt. And it's kind of slow cooked, so there's a beautiful gelatinous, texture and flavor in it. On your right, I've used a local kumara, just kind of steaming it up in a hangi style. And I think this inspiration was from the Maori village where we, went to. So I'm trying to inculcate the inspirations and my interpretation of what today's slow-cooked hangi lamb and kumara is. So please enjoy.
Yeah, I think you'll have a look at this. Beautifully tender.
Oh, it
off
just
the bone.
pulls off,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, gentlemen, once again. This is a 7-spiced marinated New Zealand ram rack, which has been slow cooked in the oven and applied with the tandoori masala.
So, I've got a feeling the sauce is going to taste pretty good, Liz.
The crepes have been seasoned with some black cardamom, with some manuka honey berries and kiwi hokey pokey cream. Now this is what I would typically do on a Sunday on a barbecue. So please dig in.
The kiwi fruit. It's quite clever.
Once again, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello, DK.
Hello.
Here we have a lovely dessert. I would call it's like a kiwi and rice pudding. Perfect blend. Sure you will enjoy it.
You know, when I saw 3 Indian chefs in front of me, I thought, please someone make me a rice pudding because I enjoyed them so much in India.
Right, gentlemen, my dessert is a tribute to the India-New Zealand friendship. It's a Kepadi Hokey Pokey ice cream, the best ice cream in New Zealand, along with some Indian touch to it, which is red peppers and some black pepper. And the New Zealand touch coming from the kiwi fruit, the blueberry, and the Hanukkah honey.
Well, it looks as though it's all New Zealand, so he's going to rank very highly with us, I think.
That was a very unique presentation, I thought, by all of them, actually. They're all very near the mark, I think. Very difficult to choose. And how they've tried to blend the Indian experience with the kiwi ingredients.
Absolutely.
They've all done very well. I enjoyed it all.
It's been very competitive, and I've just loved the variations, the different foods that we've been offered, and the way it's been done, I think, has been wonderful.
Thank you so much for being part of this, Sir Richard. Thank you. It's been a wonderful day. I'm going to go add up the points and let the boys know who won. Gentlemen, I know you've had a wonderful trip around with Quality New Zealand, and I'm sure you've enjoyed the week.
Absolutely.
And it's all wound up with us in this kitchen cooking some wonderful food today. There was strong points in the main course, dessert, and the entree from all of you. So we've decided we're going to share the cup. It was so close, we're going to share the cup, and I'd like to invite Jeff and Jeff with a special presentation to commemorate what a wonderful day of food this has been.
We thoroughly agree with the judges. Fantastic cooking, down to the wire, had to be shared, you know, and all the times that we've shared in the last week, you know, I think it's a really fitting result. It commemorate, obviously, our time together in the last week or so. Our friends at Ngaitahu have come up with an amazing designed necklace for you, made out of punamu, a very special stone here in New Zealand for the Māori culture, and it's a commemorative necklace. It means a lot of symbol around friendship, continuity and harnessing of love, and the longevity of that friendship going into the future. So we'd like to present you all with one of those.
DK, Salil and Jolly have experienced a slice of quality New Zealand produce, our people and our culture. These new experiences have influenced new flavours and a new understanding of why New Zealand yields such high quality produce. With the combination of Indian culinary techniques and our beautiful quality New Zealand produce, this combo was the real winner at the end of the cook-off. Returning to India, our chefs have some great inspiration and quality New Zealand ingredients that will smash their next recipes out of the park.